We can do that. That might work. Or we could do that later. See Flynn. But I don't see Flynn on here. Flyn?
Flynn, yeah.
You know what? Let me just do that.
You know what? That's just part of the blacklist because
Yeah, it is just part of the blacklist.
That's not a bunch. There's years of names.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Feral Flish.
These are all these names too. Philip H. Brandon. The salon
Are
directive.
those phone numbers?
Looks that way.
Has to be phone numbers. Wife, husband? Maybe?
Maybe.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Flick, Mook, Mook, Forbes, Fox Andrews. There's all sorts of different names in here.
Did you see Forbes?
Forbes.
I wonder if that is, there's Zandy and Chris and Astrid. Who knows if there's any other name, but I wonder if that's Forbes.com.
Right. This is the the Epstein Black Book that we found. Well, not we, but somebody on TikTok sent it to us, or sent it on their what was that?
Live?
Yeah, we are on live. What is that? Something tree? The link tree. It's on their link tree. I'll send you guys the link to that link tree. Let me see. Silence my video.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Ebony. Okay.
Glenworth, Glass. Yeah.
What?
We are not doctors, lawyers, or financial advisors. We are here for entertainment purposes only. This has nothing to do with the black.
Hi, Maria. Yes, you need to contact your professionals if you need medical, financial, or any other type of advice. We're just here to share our experiences and our stories. That's interesting. Look at that.
Hoffman. There's a lot of people on here. And there's 95 pages worth of this. So
Mick Jagger, did you get that?
Where?
Right here, Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger. Not surprised.
And you also saw what, Trump? Lauren? Ivana.
Let's go to the O.P.R.
Rothschild.
S. Soros. Let's see. It was Trump, Robert, and Blaine. Don't know who those two are. Tucker. Is that? No, that's... Who's Chris Tucker?
Yeah, you're thinking of that guy, Tucker, right?
Tucker,
but
Tucker.
I don't remember his first name.
Yeah. But there's the other Trump that I saw up here. Trump Ivana right here.
And Ivanka. Is that
Ivanka.
the same? Ivana and Ivanka.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But what are those numbers? Apparently, they're not phone numbers. Well, some of them are, like this one right here. But
Well-
what type of phone number would that be?
Okay, so here in America, it's 1, right? First 3 letters, second 3 letters, and then the last 4 numbers. What if 00 is for USA?
First 3 letters.
We don't put 00 because
First
we
3
live
letters.
here. Right. Numbers, I
No
meant.
letters.
Did I say letters?
So many letters. But yeah, we found this. This is absolutely
Maria wants to know, is this Santa's naughty list?
very big naughty list.
London is +44. Sophie Simpson.
I know that a 00 is over in like the UK area, isn't it? Or is that like China or something? I don't know, but
Well,
this is
Maria says London is +44. London is UK, right?
Hmm.
That whole area. Do you see the Rothschild
Yeah. Wait, where? Oh, right there.
couple? Mm-hmm.
Just a couple. Well, you also have to remember the clients list does not include the party list. The party list is always different.
Mm.
The party list are the people that these people invited to the party, not to the banquet.
I see.
This is the banquet black book list. Not everybody can go to the banquet, but everybody can go to the party.
Hmm.
It's like the insider parties where only VIPs are able to go.
I remember you talking about that.
Mm-hmm. That's why that this list is smaller than the bigger list. The other list that has everybody in the party. Where everybody's, having sexual fun and whatever other type of fun that they do at those parties.
Copper, what? Magician. Oh, Copperfield.
These must be the people that they call for certain things.
Mr. Barack. EHUD, former PM of Israel. On J.
Prime
Epstein.
Minister.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably Barrack or
Ghislaine Maxwell. This is at the bottom.
That's very... Ooh, visitors... Massage?
Looks that way.
Can't be message. Peanut butter?
Interesting.
I am not sure who released this, but the girl that shared this... Here, I wanted to share the video, but I can share the audio
Look at
of
this
what
one.
she said.
Massage California. Look at all these.
Huh. So, this is what I'm gonna... Ah! Why are you doing that?
What happened?
And I fucking found it. It is completely unredacted. Has everything you could think, including the names of his live stable. I cannot, in good conscience, show you the pictures one by one because one, it'll be flagged, and two, there is information on it. But what I can do is download the PDF and put it in my link tree. So that's exactly what I fucking did. Just in case you need proof, right now, without clicking the link, here is me gloating to my sister that I fucking found it. From that screenshot, you can see that I pulled that from US Archives, and you can see the first picture of the document, so you know I'm not fucking bullshitting. That document that I sent to my sister is the same one that I linked in my link tree so everybody can see it. They can pretend it don't exist all they fucking want to. They can try to hide it all they fucking want to. But the difference between our generations and theirs is that they were never taught about a digital footprint. Our generation was raised knowing that we had to watch our digital footprint. You know they're lying to you. This is proof they're lying to you. And I may be a little bit biased,
This
but
is
baby,
for
I think
entertainment purposes only.
That is from BFFR News on, what do you call that? TikTok. She's the one that shared that. And she has it on her link tree, which I also shared on YouTube. So this is for entertainment purposes only. We are not here to promote or what do you call that? Should I say that?
We're not here to promote or
Expose.
we're here just to tell stories. It's fiction.
It's
It's
fiction.
like making a movie. It's not real. Oh, look at this. Oxford Health Plans, Prudential.
Oh, so they have special people on. Oh, look at that. Jeffrey Epstein right there.
Look at all those numbers. Yeah. He's got line 1, 2, 3, 4. His general manager, main house, kitchen. We had a big house.
Bedtime stories here in the UK as it's dark outside.
All right, we done with this?
Yeah, we're done with it.
So, close that out.
Very interesting, right? So we did find that, and I did share the link. Let me see. Is it still up here? It is still up here.
Let's call. Maria says, "Let's call some people live and book a massage."
Right?
Hi, Carrie Ann. Who else do I see that's joined us? I don't see anyone else who has said hi. Book a massage.
Oops.
I hear an echo.
I hear an echo. Oops, my bad. Well, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, and there's people even sharing the conspiracy theories for entertainment purposes only, that Epstein is, what do you call that, in a witness protection, which the stars have already said that is true. Remember?
Mm-hmm. All right,
Hi, Jessica. Huh?
I want to read this.
Read what?
Just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's a guy that I know. I'm gonna keep him nameless because I'm not sure he wants to be out there yet. More than on his own profile, but he followed Joe. I think it's Joe Tippins, Joe Rogan, Joe Tippins, one of the two.
Joe Rogan.
I think it's Joe Tippins protocol, and healed himself of, I believe, stage 4 cancer, if I'm correct. And he also took care of his diabetes too. And I said, so how'd you do that? And he said, let's see. So he was following the diabetic guidelines, increasing exercise, taking a dab of the horse paste, which was half a pencil eraser size once a day, on the tip of a tablespoon full of extra virgin organic olive oil. And that must be important. That tube lasted me 28 days. My A1C dropped from shockingly 12.5 to 5.7 within 5 months. My endocrinologist was absolutely blown away. That is that's amazing, and it's hopeful and encouraging. So that's what I wanted to read. I wanted to share that at least someone is having success with that. But
Right?
I'm sure that I've heard more than just him having success with that.
Well, we know that there is a lot of things that we need to be doing that is going to help turn everything over.
Okay, what am I drinking?
Why are we late?
Do we have any boxes up here of the powder? I don't think so.
Oh, the ASEA?
Yeah.
No.
So these are, this is ASEA. This is Mind, Mood, and Energy. That's what I'm drinking, and very refreshing. Hi, Lee.
This is the one. I couldn't download the other one because she didn't have it downloadable. Did we want to listen to this one? This one's 5 minutes long, and she's going over it with Gemini about the big beautiful bill.
Yeah, those are really good, but 5 minutes is a long time on a show, so why don't we dump it into our Telegram? And we can also do a like a short with that.
Yeah, that's true.
If anyone wants to be able to pop onto our video just to see that.
Sounds good.
But
We'll keep it short and simple.
short live, yeah.
Short and simple.
So I love Roseanne Lee.
Roseanne's amazing.
How's she doing? She's funny as all get out.
I think there was something else I wanted to share. Did I? Water isn't wet.
Hey, Lee.
We wanted to talk about the Sandman, the second season, right?
Right. Oh man,
What
did
we
we
talked about in the
have
car.
we had such a deep discussion, because really interesting how revelation just dropped into our lap. So, do you remember how you brought it up?
Well, first off, when Dream went back to hell and he was talking with Lucifer, he said something like, what was it? Something like,
Oh, Maria. Okay, plug your ears. I have no idea if this is a spoiler for you or not, but this is super important. And if you wanted to listen, then when you come up to the scene, you're already going to have the deep dive on it. So we'll leave it up to you. Okay, so Lucifer,
something about
And-
you are gathering souls.
Luc-
And
Lucifer and Dream were having a conversation. And Lucifer said to Dream that, what do you mean I own souls? I
Or
don't.
no, not what do you mean I own souls? Why do I need souls? What oh god, just
Yeah,
the way.
it can't be verbatim, I guess. We're doing the best we can to remember it. Oh my God. Because his basic point was he cannot own anyone's soul. It's all about choice. And then he talked about his choice, which brought him to be the key holder to hell, Sadie's, for the rest of his life, right? For all eternity.
That didn't describe anything. That was
Am I missing something?
yes, you're missing the big point, the big part. It. What am I to do with souls? Oh God, I don't know. It's just the way that he said it. We've been saying it for years. You cannot sell your soul. You cannot give your soul away. Satan, Lucifer and God cannot have either soul. No one can, because it's our soul. What? The souls that come down to hell is by their own choice.
Emphasis on choice.
Choice. Oh, God. You know,
And-
I hate it when this happens.
And that's when it was somewhere around there that I said, oh, yes, eat me, beat me, destroy me, kill me. Those are all the requests of people that come down. And you said, yes, because they feel they're owed that punishment.
And
It's-
the demons enjoy it because it's a fetish.
That,
Not because they have to do it, but because it's a fetish to do it. Kind of like what we see up here with what people do to kids, what people do to women and men, what has been done all over the place with everyone that has been trafficked like me. They just love to feel, to see, to hear the torture. There was people in the room watching as that was happening to me. People just like it. It's a fetish.
so that already puts a different connotation on what we've been taught about this whole thing. They don't have to do it, and they do it because they want to do it. Then it's by choice that they're there to feast in their lascivities.
There was something that he brought up when Lucifer said, why is it that I was condemned to an eternal damnation for a single choice when humans, or when by just one choice alone? And what the stars had brought in was, why is it that Lucifer is condemned for an eternity for one choice when humans have so much grace upon them for the same choice that they make? We make the same choice.
Mm-hmm.
We condemn heaven. We condemn this. We condemn that. We just make the same choice as what Lucifer has, and yet Lucifer is the one that has to serve an eternal of damnation. How does that make any sense?
So we both saw the episode, and so we know he handed the key to Dream and said, I want you to take my wings off, rip them off, and I'm leaving. And
He
so,
made a choice to leave.
and so he did. And I said, so even the gods are programmed to believe that by choice they have to do what they have to do, and there's no other choice about it.
That's why the single God and the single Satan or single Lucifer, or whatever that we want to say a single demon, are just programs.
Yeah, so this is what we were talking about. This is what was downloading while we were having this conversation. It was so deep. And so, do you remember? I said, you said something about them needing to have integrity with their choices. And I said, yes, with the emphasis on whatever choice they make, no harm to none.
With harm to none.
Yeah. And so,
it's not that they need integrity with their choices. They just haven't been given the opportunity to have a choice because they were stricken by law.
so it's going to be interesting what is going to happen in the future episodes we haven't seen yet when Dream is going to be held responsible for taking family's blood at the request of family. And I'm like, okay, so will he be aware that he has a choice, that he does not have to submit to that? That's interesting, because if you think about it, they have even been programmed to set aside harm to none, because what has been happening even with them has been harmful.
What's funny is that we don't not take into consideration that the gods, the goddesses, the demons, all the other entities out there are living their lives the same as us. They just have more power than we do because we have been caged. And they, what do you call that? They just have to take into consideration that there is younger forces than them, smaller forces than them.
So that puts into mind what we've heard.
We're talking about the Sandman, season 2.
On Netflix. It's also on Vudu and Prime. You have to purchase it, but it's on there. Season 1 so far. Where was I going with that? I forgot. Nope, don't remember.
Something about making or taking into consideration that there are smaller beings than the gods and goddesses.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, it's been coming out that all of the star beings that we see were once us. And they have, what do you call that? Evolution.
Evolved.
Thank you. They evolved and evolved and evolved, and we will do the same. At some point, we will be creators of universes.
And the world is starting to change for that. Things are finally getting into place to where we'll be able to start unlocking our abilities, but we can't unlock every ability all at once. Everything has to be done in sequence. There's a lot of, what do you call that? Tethers and ties and locks and chains upon every being in this world.
Oh, so much.
And it has to be done one at a time. and each one is connected to another. So as I unlock, someone else has to unlock that's after me. I can't just unlock 20 chains. One has to unlock, and then I have to wait for it to go around the full circle. It's kind of like everybody being chained, you know, everybody has shackles on their wrists, right? And we all have a chain in a circle. Now, when you unlock the chain, you got to pull the full chain to go through all the shackles. I have to wait until that is completely pulled out to start on the next chain, because I'm still shackled with everybody else with that same chain. You see how that works? That's why we're all grouped. Everybody that's in this, that we are connected to, are all connected by that same chain. Which is why we have so many people in this world. So many groups of us. And those that have freed themselves from the chains from our group suddenly leave because they had less chains than us, and they were chained to something else at the same time, and they're still in that group. You see how that works? It's like circles upon circles upon circles, right? And then suddenly this group over here, their last chain was pulled from our group, so now they're able to move over here while we're still here. Which is why some people leave our experience. Because they got to stay with their group. Because if they don't, how do they get unshackled? Because they're missing a person. See how that works?
Yeah. So changing subjects, at least for a moment, there's two videos that I saw. One, this guy was showing blackish circles under the water in, I believe it was an ocean, not a lake. And they are asking people to stay out of the water. And he says, those are portals. Now remember, there's a third video. Okay, so that was one. Another one said, stay out of the water. I've been telling you this for a while. Stay out of the water. Just watch the water. Don't be in the water. And then another one, they were trying to rescue a girl in the flood. And a black circle opened up and down she went.
Not surprised.
And they said it's a portal, and they took her. So, interesting that is beginning to happen. And I don't feel fear about it.
Not much, Tanika.
Oh, so much going on in my head. I don't know how to, pull out just a thought to start with. Because chains are all connected.
Everything is connected.
It's about the girl. Wait, it's about the water. Wait, it's about the portals. Wait, it's about what Trump said. Wait, it's about...
Yeah, well, we've been talking about it a lot lately, how the portals are all water. Every portal is water.
And mirrors?
Mirrors are not full-on portals.
Oh, talk about mirrors, guys. This is interesting.
Those are gateways. They're different.
We don't have any mirrors where I can see my full body in the house until yesterday. And I've been talking to Kidd about, I get dressed and I go out and I'm like, Kidd, how does this look? And he goes, well, and I'm like, it would be helpful if I could see myself so I know what I'm wearing and whether or not it even looks good. Because, anyway, so I've been thinking about getting a full-length mirror. And I've been looking on Marketplace, and there have been some beautiful mirrors for really inexpensive, but I pass them by because they don't feel right.
They don't feel right.
It's like I could tell there was a mimic or something involved with that. And so That's another thing that Kid and I were talking about today. Today, right?
No.
Or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
And I brought it up to him and I said, so I've been passing them on by. And he goes, that's why we don't get a mirror unless we see it. That's why we don't order on Amazon either. And I said, oh, why see it? He goes, for the very reason of how you feel when you see them on Marketplace. Oh, got it. So we were at Winco, a grocery store. It's kind of like an upgraded Food for Less or something like that.
And they had full-length mirrors.
They had full-length mirrors for $9.99. So we picked one up. And I was able to see myself for the first time in, 3 years? But there's that going on where I'm starting to sense what's like, there are some mirrors I don't even want to be around. I can feel it. And
We had to go through the mirrors and choose one. There was just way too many mimics in each mirrors.
I was kind of figuring that you guys were sensing the same thing.
That's why we have to be careful. That's why I don't like to buy mirrors like that, which are gateways, because those gateways can be used. They're passed from different hands with different energies, which means that whatever mimic or piggybacker that they have on their body, and they touch even just the box of the mirror through change, they can jump into it.
Yes. Yeah, and some of those mirrors were beautiful. I would have loved to have had one. Nice, beautiful wood frames or metal frame, and it's just gorgeous. And the one we got for $9.99 looks like a cheap piece of shit, but it works.
It works. But
it's
when I
safe.
was looking at the other ones, I could actually see the ripples in it every time I was moving. Like, looking at it, I could tell that there was something inside.
Interesting.
That was the only one that didn't.
And that's without you even moving them. You saw the ripples. Yeah, my eyes aren't there yet, but I could sense things.
Well, we're starting to smell rain, see rain, hear rain.
Oh, yeah.
Basically feel rain without it even raining in our dimension, because it's raining or whatever in another dimension.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
So, yeah, I was walking to the front door and I smelled rain. And as I got closer to the door, I could see outside. It was all wet. And I yelled over to Kidd, it's raining, which I said it was surprised because we weren't expecting rain for a couple weeks, right? At least. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah, I stepped outside and I'm looking at everything being wet. And then all of a sudden, my vision changes and everything's dry, but I could still smell the rain. And that's when I realized that I was seeing it through another dimension.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how we're starting to see the light beings instead of the shadow beings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're upgrading. We're seeing different things.
Are you also noticing bugs and birds coming over to you and to say hi? They just they're flying and then they stop right in front of you and they hover.
Oh yeah, like the dragonflies. I saw a few dragonflies.
Yeah, and so I'll say hi to them. That's interesting, but they actually stopped to say hi.
Hi, Veronica. She's at work. Don't work too hard.
Aw.
So the reason why that we were late a little bit today is because we had to go pick up a dryer, herb dryer, which is really nice. But the person that we got it from, he's really cool, a very gentle soul. But the attachments that he has, or that is around him actually, was very strong. Very strong indeed. Oh, we love you too. And on the way home, Candy was getting this energy of sexual tension, right?
Yeah.
It was like a sexual tension, and it was messing with your thoughts.
Yeah,
And
it was.
you were doing your absolute best to understand it. But what we found is I connected with the god Loki, which he loves playing the practical jokes, right? But you can't play a player. Remember that saying, you can't play a player? Well, you got to bring a player to play the player. Right? So that's what I used, is I used him to be able to see what was going on. And there was some major attachments. So be very conscious of what is going on around you, because there's going to be a lot of attacks like that. A whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, Dee says I have a flock of wild birds that perch on my arm for food.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
We got a Snow White in the house.
You forgot that.
That's what I was trying. My voice doesn't go that loud.
That was funny. Do it again.
Oh.
Exciting times. We are experiencing exciting things. Hi, Linda. She says, I've had this happen several times. I was watering with a hose with a sprayer, and a hummingbird stopped 1.5 feet from me and kept dripping itself in the spray all the time, looking at me. Oh, that recently happened to me too. That was just the coolest experience, right, Linda?
I haven't had a hummingbird, but I've had plenty of dragonflies come and say hi lately.
Ah. Ah.
You know, there's something coming out about mermaid meat. You know how we're supposed to listen to the kids, listen to the energies, listen to what your gut is saying about certain foods when you're in the market? Take a look at this. I want to show you guys this really fast. It is interesting what this kid picked up.
Okay, so this little boy right here was with his dad at a grocery store or some type of like meat market. Now, as they are looking at the meat, the little boy notices something, and what he says makes his dad question what he said. And he was like, hold on, what did you say? Like, what type of meat is that? Now, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know these people. I don't even know what a grocery store is. Okay, mind you that there's pictures of the fish on the signs advertising the name of the fish and how much it costs a pound. This was the meat that the little boy was talking about. Cobia. Never in my life have I heard of cobia, but look at the picture. What's that in the picture? Look at the price per pound.
Wow.
Now, as you see right here, this is the meat. Look at that meat. What fish have you ate that looks like this? Now, the little boy says, that's mermaid meat. His dad says, huh? Like, what did you just say? He said, it's mermaid meat. And his dad is like, how do you know that that's mermaid meat? He said, look at the picture. It's a mermaid. That's mermaid meat. Now, like I said, all of the other pictures had pictures of the actual fish that you was buying. As you can see right here to the left and to the right, that's regular looking fish. So like maybe some salmon to the left, maybe some cod or something over there to the right. But look at this strange cobia right here for $23.95 a pound. We got to start listening to these kids. These kids be knowing. So y'all know what they say about them one people like to feast and dine on this type of meat. Y'all let me know if y'all seen this video or what y'all think. That little boy might be on to something, man. Y'all got to pay attention what you eating for real, for real. And if y'all ever came across some cobia, please let me know, because I need to see what this look like in person. Hope y'all having a good day, had a good weekend. Stay safe, stay prayed up, and as you already know, I love y'all. Peace.
There's been other videos of them capturing the mermaids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I'm not sure what mermaids look like, but they want us to think that they look like the Walt Disney rendition of mermaids, pretty and beautiful, but they actually might be more fishy looking and less like human features, but less pretty than Disney. Anyways, that's what the videos are depicting.
Well, they also have the ability to show you a different side of themselves. Kind of
Oh.
like a hypnotic transmission, you could say. So it makes you see one thing when in actuality they look different. But they look more towards what is more appealing
Sure.
to our senses. That's why they have the voice. So, yes, they would look more fishy, but they're going to change their perspectives about their bodies compared to how we need to see them, because otherwise we'd be scared of them.
So when you said, yeah, they look more fishy, hearing it come outside of myself, so funny.
Fishy.
So they look more fishy,
They
guys.
look more fishy.
I was telling Kidd the other day, like words were eluding me. And I said, oh my goodness, you would think that I did not grow up with English.
Well, think about it. The English language, the whole dictionary has been depicted as being perfect, when in actuality, it has been nothing but a spell book all along. English has been used to cast spells. Latin, the old Latin, was how we are supposed to be speaking. But no.
That makes sense. But how do I get my thought across if I can't think of the bloody language?
Exactly. We have to deal with what we got at this moment, which is why there's also this video I want to share with you guys. And we've been saying this for a very long time.
You become what you think about. You become what you think about. And since the only thing that you can control is your thinking, if you change what you are thinking about, you will begin to change your reality. If you change what you expect, you change what you believe, you change your dominant thoughts, you change your inner workings, you begin to attract into your life people, circumstances, events, opportunities, everything consistent with your new thoughts. The reason people are unsuccessful is they think thoughts of unsuccess or failure. Another line, which is very, very important, says that all causation is mental. We live in a mental universe. All causation is mental. If you wish to change your universe, you have to change your mentality. And this brings us to the most important line of all, which is simply this. And let me write it over here. If you change your thinking, and you change your life.
So pause that for a second. Okay. I saw a video that was built on what he was saying, and she expressed an experience that she had, and she said she was walking down a dark street and she saw a silhouette of a man coming towards her, and she was feeling fear. And she's like, wait a minute, control my thoughts, control my thoughts, control my thoughts. And she released the fear, and this silhouette got closer and then stopped, and then backed up and walked away. And the person she was telling this to said, yeah, exactly, because you changed your thoughts and you moved from one dimension to another. And they were saying, we are fluid. Fluid gives the right idea of what they were saying, but it could be a gaseous fluid, but we're fluid enough that we are moving timelines depending on what we think. Everything is right now. What our thoughts are puts us in that timeline. If you change your thoughts, you immediately move. That is how they tricked us into becoming prisoners, is not realizing that we have that power.
An empty mind is a pure mind. A pure mind gets you to your goal.
Right?
The stars have been saying that for a very long time. Before a lot of this has been, released to us physically for us to actually finally find. It's been out for a while, as you could see from the quality of the video. It's been out for a very long time. It just hasn't come into our experience because we haven't been able to find it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But as we work on our thoughts, an empty mind is a pure mind. A pure mind gets you to your goal of being able to change up your thought patterns from a negativity state to a neutral state. Not a positive state, but a neutral state of I have everything that I need right now. More abundance is going to be coming in.
Okay, so remember the girl talking to AI?
Mm-hmm.
A 5-minute long video that we decided not to share on the live take because 5 minutes is a long time. I think it was her. And the AI was talking about the power that we have to shift and how they have convinced us that we're prisoners by changing our mindset, by keeping us in fear and doubt and not knowing who we are or where we are, not wanting to stand in the moment, in the power of the moment, knowing who you are. That was really interesting. And as we're talking about this, I can see that I've watched like 5 or 6 different videos that built one upon the other in bringing me to this understanding. And Carrie Ann said something so funny. She goes, oh, fugly fish types.
Right? Ugly fish types.
Hi, Joanna. She said, I've noticed that things that I worry about do not manifest. As soon as I start worrying over something, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Carrie Ann. Thumbs up. Can everyone press the thumbs up and share? Because YouTube is not doing their job and getting out notifications.
No, of course not. Oh, there's this video that I want to share with you guys too. It's of the statues that are around the world. The Maui statues.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
They've been watching the ocean for over 1,000 years, but most people have no idea what they're really looking at. They told us these were just statues, heads in the dirt, carved by a forgotten people, abandoned, buried. But what if that's not the mystery? What if the real question is, why are they all looking in the same direction? On the slope of an ancient volcano on Easter Island, hundreds of these stone sentinels sit frozen in time. But if you stand behind them, right at the quarry where they were born, you'll notice something. They aren't facing each other. They're not turned toward the sunrise. They're aimed with mathematical precision across the open Pacific. And recently, that line of sight was traced. The statues aren't staring into nothing. They're aligned perfectly with something buried beneath the sea. About 900 kilometers away, deep under the ocean surface, there's a formation, not a crack, not a ripple, a structure, long straight corridors, sharp angles, massive, artificial. It doesn't look like nature made it. It looks like somebody left it behind. And the Moai, they're aimed right at it, not by accident, by design. You still think this was just ritual? You think ancient people just eyeballed this and got it right? Nah. They were tracking something, marking a memory, preserving a location. These weren't just statues. They were guardians, anchored to the earth, pointing toward what used to be above it. See, the truth is, The Rapa Nui didn't forget. We did. They carved these watchers from stone, planted them in the earth, and fixed their gaze to what we now call a mystery. They knew what was out there, and what went down beneath the waves. They weren't just honoring the past, they were leaving us the first node in a global map. So when you see those statues again, don't just ask why they're buried, ask what they're trying to remind us of. Because out in the deep, under layers of silence and sediment, is a structure that still holds the question: what did the earth bury, and who remembered to point at it? This is remnant archives, and the statues never stopped watching.
You know what's interesting is B from X keeps saying it's all about remembrance. And he said, ask what they want you to remember. So as we are taking these deep dives and talking, and we come into these revelations, we're remembering what we know but has been hidden. And that's a powerful point to keep in mind.
Another thing, so going back to Sandman, the selling of the soul, you can't sell your soul, but you can sell your free will of choice. That is what you're giving away.
But you can take it back anytime you choose to, right?
Yeah. But not by yourself. Once you sell it to the wrong being, like if I decide that I want to give my soul to God, which God?
So are you saying that because we're in the thick of things and we just can't get out without help?
If you sell your soul, you're entrapped. You've basically given your power away. But there is no way that they can squelch your voice from asking for help.
So,
Which is why somebody always comes in to help you take your power back.
remember Pastor James did that for me?
Because they can't squelch your voice, but they can take your free will of choice if you sell it.
Which I may have been tricked into doing so.
All of us have.
So, that's interesting. So I'm an example of someone who got free.
All of us have done it, including myself. And we've all have asked for help, and help has always arrived.
Always.
You can never get out of that imprisonment by yourself, but if you just ask. That's all that we had to do, was just ask. Somebody is always listening.
Your answer will be sent. Help always arrives.
But selling your soul, there is no way that that can ever happen.
I know. We're all starting to remember, Carrie Ann. I just think that's so much fun and so exciting because we're all sharing in it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, love it.
It is awesome.
And I like that we have this community amongst ourselves to share and talk about these kinds of things and hug over it.
Right?
Someone said something. Let me see if I can go back. Who was it? Joanna, I've noticed that things that I worry about. Oh, I already read that. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm up to date. Thank you, Joanna. She says, "Hi, Kidd and Candi. You are both looking well."
Oh, thank you. I feel like I'm fat. Wait.
Lee says, "I think maybe I was into it in a lifetime or lifetimes."
Into what?
Not sure. And Lee also said, "I saw a man, Kenneth Hunt, and just fell for it. English scrolling, beautiful work. You do it on metal leather drawings."
That is
Right.
awesome. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
Wow.
Oh, did you guys hear about the water returning to the ancient current?
Oh, how it reversed?
Mm-hmm. This is 8 minutes long, but the water is returning to the ancient current.
I
Southern
didn't hear
ocean
it.
waters are reversing.
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't hear it described like that. So that it was originally like that? Or every 6,000 years, does it keep flipping when the poles flip?
It doesn't keep flipping when the poles flip. No.
So this has never happened before with the waters?
It hasn't returned back to its original state.
Interesting.
This is the first time in human century that it has ever turned back to its original state. Remember when they kept on saying, watch the waters?
Yes.
Well, this is returning the current back to its original state to revitalize and repower a certain grid that needs to be powered, because they turned the water the other way. Because remember, on Doctor Who, it was called the water generators to power that ship. Well, these are the water generators to power this planet. And it was powering something else that they had going, a certain machine. That's why they had the waters going one way, the other way. Now it's going back to the ancient civilization of powering Mother Gaia, powering the earth.
Interesting.
So that's one reason why that they've been saying, watch the water, because the water is going to tell you everything that you need to know. We are breathing water. We are water beings. The portals are opening up. And to answer Lee that asked, is it the same with the dark rings in the sky? Yes, those are portals that are starting to open up to allow new beings to come into this planet. That's why we're seeing more ships. That's why we're starting to see more different signs that other entities are here.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm feeling something. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta go take care of it.
Okay. All right, you guys. This was amazing. We love every single one of you, and thank you so much for being here. We love having your experiences. What was that?
I'm so glad we got to go live with you this week, even though we've missed Wednesday for 2 weeks.
Right. Well, next week I have Thursday and Friday off, so we can think about doing it one of those 2 days.
Okay. The
And then
people
the
at
week
work
after
love him. What's that?
And then the week after that is Thursday and Friday. And the week after that is also Thursday and Friday. So we can choose one of those days to do for the next 3 weeks.
Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you guys either Thursday or Friday next week. And we'll have more stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.